be making for you a cinnamon toast crunch cupcake. And yes, you may recognize that name because I am going to be using the cinnamon toast crunch cereal in the frosting. Oh my goodness, they are just oh so yummy. Anyway, this is a really fun recipe to get your kids involved in, and because I know that my grandchildren love that cereal. So anyway, let's just go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you how to make cinnamon toast crunch cupcakes. Okay, to go ahead and get started on the cupcake part of our cinnamon toast crunch cupcakes, you will need either a stand mixer or a hand mixer. You can also use a whisk if you do not have either one of the mixers. A whisk will work just fine as well. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to add to here is a box of vanilla cake mix. And I just, it doesn't matter what brand or anything like that, just the whole box of vanilla cake mix here. Pour that right in there. And to that vanilla cake mix, we're going to add a half a cup of butter, which is 1 stick. And to that, we're going to add 3 teaspoons of vanilla. The great thing about this is you can just, pour it all in, and then we're going to do all of our mixing. 3 eggs. 1/2 cup of milk. You can use any kind of milk. I use skim milk, but you can use whole milk or 2%, whatever kind you have at your house. And also 1/2 cup of water. And 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. Oh, so yummy. Okay, now we're just going to get this all mixed up really good, nice and smooth. Okay, now I'm just going to scrape down the sides just a little bit, just so that I make sure that everything is mixed in well. Because sometimes, it throws the mix up on the side of the bowl, and then that does not get mixed in very well. So sometimes you do have to scrape your bowl down just a little bit. Mix it some more. Okay, so this is smelling oh so yummy. I absolutely love that cinnamon smell. Oh my goodness. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get these into cupcake liners. That is our next step. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get our cupcake tins and liners here. You can use any liner you want. I've just got some different colors here. I fill mine 3/4 full. And now my oven is on 325 degrees. Now, usually the box says 350, but I bake mine at 325, and I bake them for about 25 minutes. So lower temperature or longer in the oven just gets a little bit more of a rise out of the cupcake. At least that's what I found. Now we're just going to go ahead and fill our cupcake liners here. Down a little bit. These are going into the oven, I said 325 for 25 minutes. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and get started on our buttercream frosting. Now I have made this buttercream frosting before when I did the Valentine cookies, and I did the red hot buttercream icing. Now this is going to be a cinnamon toast crunch buttercream icing. So to your mixer, you're going to add 1/2 cup of butter that's at room temperature, and 1/2 cup of crisco, that's at room temperature. Let's set these right over here out of the way. Okay, and we're going to cream those really well together before we add our other ingredients. All right, now to that we're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract, a 1/2 teaspoon of maple flavoring, and 2 tablespoons of milk. I'm going to mix that up just a little bit. now to this, we're going to go ahead and add our powdered sugar. Now I have about 4 cups of powdered sugar. Sometimes you do have to add a little bit more if it's not as thick as you want it, or maybe even a little less. So I just kind of add a little bit at a time. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and add our Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal. Now, if you cannot get Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal, as long as you maybe have a cereal that is kind of got a cinnamon flavor to it, and kind of really sweet, that should work. You know, I don't know if where you live you're able to get this, but like I say, just a cinnamony kind of sugary tasting cereal should work just fine. Now I have taken, I've got about 1 3/4 cups here that I've just ground up really well in just a little food processor. You can also just put this in a plastic bag and smash it really good, but I'm just going to add a little bit at a time until I get the consistency that I want. Okay, and I'm just going to taste it just a little bit. Oh my goodness gracious alive, that's awesome. Put just a little bit more. Okay, let's see how we're tasting here. That's oh so yummy. Okay, that's gonna about do it. And well, you know, I've only got this much left. I'm just gonna add the rest of it. I don't think that little bit's gonna make a difference. Okay, awesome. So now I'm gonna go ahead and get this into my piping bag, and we're gonna be piping this on to our cupcakes. Oh my goodness, this is just so yummy. You're gonna love it. Okay, so our cupcakes are nice and cool, and we are ready to go ahead and put on our Cinnamon Toast Crunch icing. And I've just filled my bag here with some icing, and I'm not going to cover the whole cake, just kind of the center of the cupcake. And you're just gonna go around like this. Just make a little whoop like that. And I just used my little star tip here. And just gonna go around and decorate each one of these. You are going to absolutely love this. Now, if you find that your icing is too thick, you can thin it down with a little bit more milk. Sometimes you need another tablespoon. Just depends on how much of the cereal you put in here, how much powdered sugar you put in. So you'll just have to kind of judge that one. But if it does not pipe out of here easily and it gets stuck and all that, then you probably need to thin it down. So anyway. These are oh so cute and oh so yummy. And they smell fabulous. So I'm just going to continue here decorating my cupcakes. Okay. So we've got all of our cupcakes decorated. Now I wanted to let you know how many this made. Let me see now. I think it made a dozen and then 4 more. So 16 cupcakes. The recipe will allow you to make about 16 cupcakes. So there's all 16 of my cupcakes, and oh my goodness, they are just fabulous. You guys are absolutely going to love these. Okay, now that we've got all 16 of our cupcakes decorated with the icing, we're just going to go ahead and just embellish them just a little bit. Now I'm just taking the Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal that I have not, ground up, and I'm just going to stick one of those little squares right into the top of the cupcake just to make it a little prettier. And then we're just going to sprinkle just a little bit of cinnamon sugar on them. Now I have my cinnamon sugar like this already mixed up, but I have made my own cinnamon sugar before. Now if you want to make your own cinnamon sugar, it's just equal parts cinnamon, equal parts sugar. So if you use a tablespoon of cinnamon, use a tablespoon of sugar, and you will have your cinnamon sugar. So easy to do that. Okay, no, I'm still missing one. Here we go. I'm trying to get one that's not broken. Okay, there we go. Now we're just going to take just a little bit of our cinnamon sugar and just sprinkle it right on the top. And I don't want much at all, just a little bit to make it kind of pretty. That's all. Oh my goodness, so cute. So cute. Now this kind of makes a little mess, so if you want to put it on some kind of a tray or something before you sprinkle, you can do that. Where me, I'm just kind of pouring it right on my table. Okay, so that is it, and just aren't they just oh so cute? Okay, y'all, I hope that you will give these Cinnamon Toast Crunch cupcakes a try because oh so yummy, I'm telling you. Anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye now.